Shit, fuck it, we on. They even got like what's it, like Theo Von and Rogans and shit. Them shits be hella long, bro. So I wasn't really tripping.
And they be like, you could tell too, the people who that people like, they'll come back with like part 2.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yep.
And they be talking about different topics or whatever, but
exactly. What so man, I wanted to get into like you was talking about the whole the introvert and how it affects your business and everything.
Yeah, that's kind of like well, I think it's a little different though, because nowadays everything's kind of on like social media, so it's like it's not so black and white where you got to go up to somebody and, hey, my name's Mike, you know what I'm saying, like introduce them, passing out business cards, like, you know what I'm saying. I feel like if it was more like that type of game still, that it would be more difficult for me, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, got you.
Just walking up and approaching people, but like with social media and everything, I feel like it makes it easier because you could text or whatever, but yeah, I don't know, it's
that's interesting. But you know, it's crazy you just said that, like, because I'm the same way. How we were talking about, man, it's getting kind of weird. Got to do this and that. But bro, I almost like. I felt like lately. I felt myself tripping off of like, cause I like them days, bro. I remember being at like 1:00 in the morning, dipping in the Nations in San Pablo with my little flyers and shit. Hey, y'all want some airbrushes and that. I kind of like that aspect of it because it was personal and like. I feel like when you really chopping it up and talking to people, that connection is different as opposed to just a screen going, like a thing going across.
Right.
But I get your point as far as like being an introvert, like you able to kind of like, kind of finesse it in certain ways, but not have to actually have that contact. But it might even be a generational thing because you're a lot younger than me.
But honestly though, like, I feel like that's me at first, like, and starting the conversation may be difficult and sometimes, but like, I feel like me as a person, like, I do want to make connections, with people. And like some of my clients, bro, that I met through cutting hair, just cutting their hair and, having a conversation with them. Like, I've met some people that like I've had some of the deepest conversations with, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I look for that, deep down, like I want deep connections with people that I could, be real with and stuff. But like, sometimes I get in these modes where it's like, bro, I don't even feel like talking to nobody.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
We all do, bro. Bro, you know how many times I almost got up and just was like, man, fuck all that. I almost deleted everything, bro. That's some real shit. And then I have to, like, let me lay back down, take another nap, because that shit might be.
But I be feeling bad sometimes too, because like in the barber game, bro, like, it's weird to say, but you're almost like, I'm not going to say a therapist, bro, but I know a lot of personal stuff about my clients just because, we've spent years, we find a barber or whatever, you build connection and you like the way they cut your hair, you're going to stick around, you know what I'm saying? So you get close, bro, and it's like, I've had some deep conversations and I feel like when I've been that person that they could, express their feelings to and I give my advice, whatever, when they come to get their haircut, I feel like that's a part of it for them too. And the days that I'm feeling like, man, I don't feel like talking to nobody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel bad, bro, because they're trying to like engage in the conversation. I'm kind of like being short. And then I go home like, man, bro, what if I just missed the opportunity to
that's real.
Lift somebody's day up. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real that you talk. That's good that you made that point because I think that has happened a lot. Like even, I was gonna say like, as you're talking, I'm thinking like, well, because we're the same, pretty much same shit. Tattooing. I know everybody's business and stuff. I'll be telling my fucking business too. Yeah. Like we just vibe with people. Yeah. Do you ever feel like being in that space, like you actually find yourself actually like learning people better, like you're able to give advice because you've had so much data? Like I kind of look at it like that. Like I had so much data from how this person did, how they reacted, and what they did, and then the other person, and all this shit. That I'm like, I actually kind of start figuring out how humans behave, to where I can give that advice, or I can almost be. Sometimes I do be like, bro, I just need a certificate and call it a day. Like, I'm
man, for real.
You know what I mean?
But I feel like I find joy in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I believe that if you have the personality, bro, that people they feel comfortable talking to you, you know what I'm saying? And they feel understood. Like, I feel like that's a gift, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like, I don't think everybody has that necessarily. And I try to remember that so I could use it. You know what I'm saying? And But it's hard too though, because sometimes it's heavy, bro. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
You gotta, what's that? They call it hold space. You gotta be able to hold
bro,
space and
because
take it.
you're hearing everybody's problems and everything, and it feels good to help people and uplift people. But then it's like sometimes, bro, I just be going home and I'd be like, I just feel everybody's burden, bro. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
not like where I don't want to do it, but it's just like I feel bad, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You feel like it drains you a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's real shit. That's why I do like. Well, I got sage and all these different things I burn because you gotta kind of. I do that when people leave, especially if it's some heavy, like if not like saying that they were like dark or had a bad energy, but like if it's just some heavy emotional shit. Like when they leave, I stay with it and all that. But when they leave, I kind of just like I do my little rituals of like blowing my sage and I'm calling, hey man, whatever they brought in, just go ahead and take it. It is that session's done. Like something even in your head, if you just say it, because you have to have something that you're like, I'm disconnecting now.
right,
Like we was in it, I was with you when we was talking about it, but now it's over, so you don't carry it because they for sure probably just carrying it around, but
for
like that don't
sure.
gotta be your shit, you know.
And I feel like for me, I've had a long journey as far as like growing, learning about God, and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, I
and
definitely want to talk
yeah,
about that.
building that relationship. And like I said, I believe that I'm in the position that I am to, you know, reach people and comfort people and uplift people and all that type of stuff too.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just go home and I just pray about it, like, God, give me the strength. Like I know you're gonna use me to talk to your people. You know what I'm saying? To give
Yeah.
somebody a safe place. Like give me the strength for that, bro, because it's tough. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, and I'm that person for a lot of people in my family. You know what I mean? And sometimes I, like you said, bro, like I feel like I don't necessarily have that person to go to for me.
Mm.
So I'm dealing with my own stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm,
And I'm dealing not, and I choose to stick close to certain people, right? Like
yeah.
that stand out to me, that when they come to me with their problems or whatever, and like I'll just have like a soft spot for certain people's situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'll just stay in touch with this person for a while, and I'm kind of like doing life with them, tapping in. What's up, bro? How you feeling today? Like, how's that situation been going for you? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I've
yeah.
been praying about it or whatever.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're attached to people and you're helping people, it drains you.
Yeah, yeah.
And like you said, you need something that's gonna like replenish you. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Some sort of grounding or
Yeah.
like I go to the gym. Well, cause you still boxing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I feel like that, bro. If you probably didn't do that, you'd feel way more drained,
Man.
bro.
And
Straight up.
yeah, that is an escape, but it's also like it's a draining thing too, though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And I
yeah.
always tell people like, because I believe that the gym and everything is great for your mental and all that, but I think like you need something that truly gives you like real like rest. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to the gym, but you're still like putting stress on your body.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you feel good mentally. You release them endorphins. You know what I'm saying? You feel good after, but like I feel like for me, I need something, bro, that just takes my mind off of everything,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
could just sit and relax, and you know what I'm saying, just kind of replenish myself, like
Where you don't have to think about none of like you
nothing.
just your brain is just off. Like
Yeah.
man, how is what's the call? Cause you've been married what? How long now?
This September will be 2 years.
2 years, a couple
So it's
years.
been like a year, some change so
Yeah,
far. Yeah.
that's what's up. How's that going? And like how does all this play into that? You know what I mean? Do you feel like it affects your relationship, or do you feel like she is like more of a feeding force to you? Like is that kind of like a little bit of your escape too when you're with your wife?
Yeah, for sure, bro. Because like the whole marriage thing was a huge part of my journey as like in me
Yeah.
falling with God. I don't know if you want me to kind of like start at the beginning and kind of
Yeah,
like
you can
paint the
tell a little
picture.
bit.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
paint him a picture
Yeah.
from the
So
young days, the little fighting Mike
yeah,
days.
man, bro. So I just remember. I'll start off saying this, bro. When I was young, you know what I'm saying, I went to church. My dad went to church, so I went. I
Mhm.
don't, I don't understand nothing,
Yeah,
bruh. I'm just worried about the donuts they're giving out at the
that's
end. You know what I'm
after. Yep,
saying? Like I'm not
yep.
really whatever. And so saying that to say, like, throughout my young life, I always believed that there was a God, right? I
Mhm.
never understood the concept of having a relationship with God or anything like that. But as I grew older, bro, I started getting into a lot of like just trouble, bro, fights, like different things affected me, bro. I just was like an angry, miserable, like I didn't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just was in like this dark hole, you know?
Yeah.
And I always just felt like emptiness. That's the best way I could describe it, bro. Like I just woke up every day, like just didn't really feel like I had a purpose, bro. Like I don't know, like I just didn't care.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There wasn't like a hope. There wasn't no light.
There's no hope, bro. There was nothing.
Yeah, just going through the motions.
I swear, bro. And I used to, like, people would always laugh and we would joke and clown, and I'd be like, bro, I don't care about nothing, bro.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? That was just my attitude every day.
Man, that's crazy. Don, I hope you listening to this shit.
Man, yeah, no, for real, bro. Like, that's really how I felt, bro. Like, and, you know, I feel like the thing is, bro, like, the people that are closest to you, sometimes they don't get it. Like, well, like, why do you feel like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you shouldn't feel like that or whatever. But I would isolate myself, bro. I'd be in my room all day. Like, I wouldn't talk to nobody. Like, I had a tight-knit group of friends. I mean, all of us were negative and miserable, so we just fed off each other's
misery. Little company,
yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
And then, you know, we got in high school, bro. We're going out, getting into fights, like, just darkness, bro. And them years, like, in my life were some of the darkest times of my life, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like I debated, you know, I'm ready just to go, bro. Like whatever, just I don't care. Like I don't care what happens, bro. Like whatever, you know. And Selena, my wife now, me and her were like, that was like my homegirl in high school, right? We'd be up on the phone talking all night, just about our problems, you know, her problems, my problems, and the closer that we got, like. I would have little girl problems, you know, whatever. She knew what I had going on. I knew what she had going on. And I was like one of them guys, bro, that like I said, I crave for deep connection. I never cared about having females, bro. Like, I always wanted a ride or die, like, you know, old school love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believed in that, bro. Like, and I always used to tell people too, bro. I said, watch, bro, the next girl I'm with, bro, I'm gonna marry, bro. Like, I'm not settling for nothing.
Your criteria was so,
right. I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just not settling, bro, because you know the other experiences that I had, it was just like what am I even doing?
Bro? Just doing it to do it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hung out with older people, right? So I'm like, they're doing their thing, and I'm like, oh, I gotta do it just to, you know what I'm saying? So I could be, you know, with them, or I'm doing whatever, messing with females. I didn't care about it, bro. I was doing it for that. You know what I'm saying? Just to say that I'm a part of it. But like I said, I told everybody, I'm like, you know what? The next girl I'm with, like, I'm going to marry, bro. I'm not wasting my time. So saying that, fast forward, everything I was looking for in a girl was right in front of me, bro. It was my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we slowly started just kind of both being on the same page, and you know, we just became in a relationship, and we ended up getting married, bro. But not to get too far ahead, she came into my life, bro, at my lowest point. Like the darkness was at an all-time, like you know, people talk about like God's timing. Like I truly believe that God put her in my life at the time for a reason, because like if she wasn't there at that point, I'm telling you, bro, I would have been.
Who knows?
Yeah, it would have been too far gone for me because I didn't care. And
so she was like your light, bro.
It's like a cliche of the angel that was sent. You know what I'm saying? And I truly believe that, bro. And she was going to church at the time, and I had like certain friends that I was not necessarily like super close with, but I was cool with. You know what I'm saying? They're like, "Come on, Mike, like, man, come to church or whatever." And I'm like, man, I ain't going to church, bro. I step in there, I'm going to burst into flames. Like, you know what I'm saying? That type of attitude, right? Yeah. And long story short, a lot of people were telling me about this one church that was close to home. It was in Antioch. It's called Fellowship Church. And for whatever reason, I just kept feeling like something was like spiritually tugging at me. Like, man, maybe you should try it. Nah, hell no. Like, I ain't going. You know what I mean? Like that back and forth. And one day I'm like, all right, I'll go. I told her, I was like, I'll go with you. But if I go, I'm going to this one church that everybody keeps telling me about. Yeah. So we go, and bro, when I tell you the sermon of the day was so directed towards me, bro. It was like I felt like nobody was in the room and he was speaking to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, I can't really even describe the way it felt, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But if you feel it, it's real.
It's real. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that it was real. I didn't even like. But I'm like afterwards. I'm like, I don't even really know like what to do from here. Like I knew. I felt like I felt joy for the first time in a long time. Like hope again. You know what I'm saying? The two words that their church like stands for. They say it every time. It's called. They say hope and healing. Like that's what they stand for, right?
Okay.
And I felt that.
Two
like,
things that you needed.
Two things that I needed. You know what I'm saying? Like
you said you made it feel like you didn't have no hope.
Yeah,
of doing nothing,
I didn't see a future. Right? It was just crazy. So I felt that, right? And going back to like to get into the fights and everything, like we talked about, a lot of the problems that I had was me being angry and looking for problems. And honestly, I loved fighting, bro.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you that. Like, what got you? Like, what were the fights over and stuff like that?
I mean, young ego stuff. You know what I'm saying? We be in parties. We're mugging, they're mugging.
Yeah.
Nothing,
and
bro.
You just happen to be that one that was ready.
And I'm just hot headed. I'm like, what's up? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying all that, bro, to try to act like I was hard. It was stupid, bro.
Yeah.
It was a young kid who was angry, in life, bro, and I didn't care, and that was my way of channeling it. Was taking it out on other people and trying to hurt people, bro. Hurt people.
Would you say like because I feel like I definitely ain't a big fighter, that's for sure, but I feel like we both or anybody could get in those modes where like they may be doing something like fighting. Oh man, Mike, he hard, he don't fuck around. Or with me, damn, that boy be wild, he be out because my thing was like drinking and like fucking around with different women, shit like that. But like we're kind of almost in the same spot. It's just like we're manifesting different ways. But the same thing is like we really don't care about ourselves, bro. Right. We don't give a fuck. What you fighting is the same thing as like me sliding in some shit raw. Like we're both like slowly killing ourselves. Don't care what the outcome is.
Yeah.
It's just a different way.
And I had that mindset too, bro. I swear it's so stupid, bro. And it's like I'm like, I don't care if I die. I don't care if I go to jail. I don't care, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just had this picture in my head that was like, and as weird as it is, bro, like the darkness brought me like a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like I would feel good if I like got on somebody or something. You know what I'm saying? And it was like the way people looked at me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's terrible, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to be looked at like that no more. And so like getting into like the boxing thing, I always loved fighting, and at the same time with the whole Selena thing, we got together. I was just getting into boxing around the same time that all of this was happening. I went to church, and then like the sermon, he used like boxing as an analogy. You know what I'm saying? Extra, yeah. And I was just sitting, I'm like, what is happening, bro?
Like what did y'all tell this?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro. It was crazy, right?
Yeah.
And like it gives me chills thinking about it, bro. And my wife's dad, which is my father-in-law, he's been boxing like his whole life. He's been around. One of his best friends is like one of the most well-respected like trainers out here. He's been in the corner with all top-level amateurs, pros. Cornered like a world champion from Pittsburgh, helped out with him. And I had started training, like I said, and her dad, me and him, we started like getting close, building relationship.
That's dope.
And he's like he's a quiet guy. He'll kind of like sit back like, oh, he wants to box, like let me see, you know what I mean? Like that's like the fighter thing. It's like, oh, you want to box, like okay, we'll see how it lasts.
Everybody want to box.
Yeah, everybody, we'll see, you know what I mean?
They get in the ring.
Yeah. So it was like one of like that thing, and we became real tight, bro. And he's my head trainer.
Okay.
And he's been with me like from the beginning. It's like. It's cliche, bro, and funny, but like I feel like my life is like a Rocky movie.
But I'm not gonna lie, as you talk, because I didn't know a lot of this. It's very everything is very falling into place.
Right.
It sound like sinking, bro. some people are married, they don't even get along with their wife's dad. Not only you get along, he's your fucking, you know what I mean?
Right, and it's like and that's why like when everybody like you always hear people talk about like God's timing and all of that, right?
Yeah.
And when like at the end of the service, the pastor was like, "Does anybody like want to give their life to God today, whatever?" And I'm like, I'm raising my hand, right? They count the hands or whatever. And ever since that day, bro, I'm not saying that like I still struggle to this day, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Always going to too, in some way. You
Right,
know what I mean?
but everything, bro, like you're saying has just been in sync, bro. It's just like, they say God's plan. Like, you know what I'm saying? I truly feel like I'm living and walking in God's plan. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I just the more I learned about it, like praying and they say giving your problems to God. It's just about like having faith, bro. Like, I'm not. I don't know how to get through the situation, God. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
just guide me, give me the strength, like eliminate the things that are holding me back, bro. Like, I was smoking weed every day. People around me were doing drugs. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just was darkness, bro. And all them
Yeah.
things that have a grip on you and your mind. And there's so much that God set me free from, bro. And like I said, I still struggle today, bro. I'm still
Mm-hmm.
Mike. I still love to fight. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the darkness. That's always like a tuggle, like a struggle for me. And it's changed me though, bro. And going back to answering your question, my girl, she's a huge reason why and who I am today. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
sound like it. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
she's
sure.
made a huge impact, and she uh she supports everything. Like there are certain people in her life that she'll be there for, and like we'll pray for that person together. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So answering your question, it's hard on the marriage sometimes because I may be on the phone for 3 hours talking to somebody, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
she's like, "What about me?" You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
But like,
Your light is over here.
yeah, like
Yeah.
hey, you remember me? But like
Yeah.
she knows what it's for.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if that answered your question. I kind
No,
of
it
went all
does.
over the place,
For
but
sure. Like even you telling like everything, bro. Like I can say everything sounds super like it's all synced together, bro. Like even you could even probably listen to this one day and just be like, damn, I listed all this good shit that's going on
right,
to where maybe when you are struggling, like, you know what, I got a lot of good shit. A lot of good shit has fallen into place for me to be able to like even be here. You know what I
right.
mean? And so yeah, man, that's hella dope, bro. Like I
It's
said, I
crazy you
didn't.
say that too. Not to cut you off, bro, but
Yeah.
like literally right now, like I'm going through a tough season, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And just
Same here.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
me being here, bro, and just reflecting on everything because in the times that I was feeling down and out, bro, I had no hope.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? And I feel that way today. You know what I'm saying? I have
Mm-hmm.
no hope. I know, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
be okay. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but it's hard when you're going through the storms, bro,
Yep.
to have that faith. You know what I'm saying? To see
Yep.
past it. But it's like when God has delivered me and brought me through so many things already, it's kind of like, how can I not trust you to get me through this,
Exactly.
And a lot of it's a test of faith. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, Mike, you claim this and that. You believe in me, trust in me. Like, let me put you through this. And let me see how you react. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like you said, it's like it's a fresh reminder for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You know what it is too, bro. Man, I was talking to somebody and because like I said, same thing, bro. I'm going through some shit too, but it's. I was telling her, I was like, I was looking at like what I'm going through and all that, and I kind of compared it to like maybe the past and how I would have reacted and all that. I think sometimes like we're almost like leveling up in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because like in the past, you might have whatever went out and took your frustrations out on fighting somebody, or you might have rolled up and smoked it away or
Right.
did this whatever.
Right.
And when you take those things out, then it's like you're taking life to the chin, and
Like,
that's
where,
kind
where
of
do
bit,
I go?
yeah, yeah, and that's
That's
kind of
real,
like how
bro.
I've been trying to move, like taking
Mm.
shit to the chin. Like I'm thinking, like, man, I'm going through this and this, man. Before I would have just, man, like, fuck it, I would have just did something crazy or went on a little binge, forgot about it or whatever, you know what I mean? But when you sit with shit and take it to the chin, yes, it seems like, damn, I'm fucking struggling, whatever. But on the other end of that, if you just keep going a little bit more, it's you're gonna look back at it like, man, that was some shit I overcame. I didn't have to whip nobody ass. I didn't have to drink. I didn't have to smoke. I didn't have to do whatever. And you got to find some sort of they say pride is or whatever, but I don't know. I find it lightweight proud of that. You feel me in a way? You feel me? Because we could always go do some shit we always did in the past,
Right.
but like I don't know. I feel like we're just getting like a little bit tougher and stronger.
Yeah,
What I
because
mean?
like everything you go through, bro, and you overcome, like you're stronger because of it.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
All that cliche shit is
like
real.
I know, bro.
That shit
Like
is
the
real.
whole like every year, bro, I always have like some type of like I don't want to call it motto, but like just whatever season I'm going through, I just like I have some type of like this year my words for the year is purpose in the pain. You know what I'm saying? And like no matter what like I'm going through, there's a purpose for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'll understand it later. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like you ever go through some things, bro, and then like I don't know, maybe a couple months later, years later, and you look back and like, bro, as much as that sucked, bro, like
Yeah.
I needed to go through that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for that, you know?
Exactly. Yep.
And I feel that way. But it's like every time I get tested, I feel like instead of just relying on the things I know that are gonna get me through it and just staying faithful and not worrying and bro, I go to straight anxiety mode. I hate change. You know what I'm saying? I'm back on mad every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like and maybe that's why I keep going through the same test, because I
That
ain't
might
learned
be.
it yet. You
That
know what I
might
mean?
be. Yeah.
And it's tough, bro. It's like
It is. It's like I was finding myself thinking the other day. I was like, bro, everything that's good that's happened to me has somewhat almost stemmed from something bad that's happened to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like even like whatever, like anything, bro. Like whatever, like just just simple shit. Like maybe my dad not being there. Somebody could look at it. Oh man, that's crazy. Damn, no dad. But that literally has like pushed me in so many ways to be like, man, I'm not gonna be like that. I got to do this better. I got to do this better. To where who's to say if I didn't have that situation, how it would be? You know what I
Right.
mean? Or like, you
Yep.
know, I've had like kids, kind of like, you know, I guess you would say like not planned or whatever. You know what I mean? To where at times I was like, man, fuck, this not something I wanted. This and that. But like even parenting them and like trying to guide them and shit, it calls me on my shit all the time. It keeps me in line. It makes me want to be another cliche. Like I want to be a better man for my kid.
Right.
Like
Right.
but it's just real. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's like
Yep.
I think it all really comes down a lot to perspective. You know what I mean? If that bad shit's happening at that moment, change your perspective and being like, what can I pull good from this? You feel me? How can I make it change me to move in another way or whatever? And just trying to turn them negatives into positives, I guess.
And that's and one thing that I learned, because I agree 100%, bro. I learned a lot of the times that God gives you what you need and not necessarily what you want.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And like,
Yeah.
but it kind of goes hand in hand, right? Like certain things will that you need, but you know, you may like for me, bro, my biggest life uh analogy that I could relate to is boxing, right? Like I love fighting, right? Which God gave me a dream, you know what I'm saying, in the opportunity to chase that, you know what I'm saying, right? But I've learned so many life lessons through boxing, right? Like I was a kid that nobody could tell me nothing, no discipline. I I had no structure in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I did whatever I wanted, you know what I'm saying? And boxing not only fulfilled that the love of fighting in itself, but I learned how to be disciplined, right? I learned how to work for something that's hard. You know what I'm saying? How to dedicate myself to something. Um, I don't even want to fight outside no more. You know what I'm saying? It humbled me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many lessons that I learned through boxing that I know I needed that in my life. You know what I'm saying? And it was a want and a need. You know what I'm saying? And it was like it's a blessing, bro, that happened to me. And like I said, I've learned so many things, and I know I'm a better man because of me becoming a fighter. You know what I'm saying? It made me a better person, bro. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I hella get what you're saying. Like it's like you set out to like, okay, I want to be a fighter because I love to fight, I want to be a better fighter. But you got all these extra things, and sometimes them extra things almost they're just as good or just better than the original plan you was going. Like for me, for instance, like with tattooing, I was just telling somebody yesterday, like, I started tattooing because I wanted to, whatever. In the beginning, it was very financially, money motive mind or whatever, and this and that. And all these years is kind of turned into like, bro, like all the other shit that comes with tattooing, like meeting people. Bro, I met you from tattooing. You know what I mean? Like it's made me, and it's put us on this couch doing this pot. It's like my whole energy has even changed. If you would have said, bro, if you would have said at a young age that I'd be like talking about life on a couch and have a little thing going on and this and that, I'd be like, man, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
feel that.
yeah, it's like you start on one path and then it's like turns out you just really needed that path to get to this next path. You know what I mean? And so yeah,
Facts.
that hella resonates, bro. That hella resonates.
And
For sure.
another cliche thing is just like like in a fight, bro. Like if things ain't going your way, like I'm not gonna quit and give up. You know what I'm saying? And it's a life analogy. You know what I'm saying? You roll with the punches. You know what I mean? And it's just like I just feel like all of that just resonates with me on just such a deep level. You know what I'm saying? That like it just applies to life for me. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happens with boxing, bro, like obviously I'm chasing it and I'm giving it my all, Hopefully I make it, you know what I'm saying, if it's in the plan for me. But like you said, everything that we're going through today is gonna prepare us for what's coming 5-10 years down the road, you know what I'm saying? And when we're growing every day, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, if you would have told me the same thing, oh Mike, you're gonna be sitting telling everybody your story, like there's no shot, bro.
Hell
you know what I mean? That I never, and I never even imagined being where I'm at today. If you would
probably this old,
bro, that's what I'm saying. I'm young, right? If you would have told me, Mike, you're about to be married at 23 years old, 24 years old, whatever I was, boxing, just all of my life today.
Yeah.
I had never seen this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I always wanted it deep down. I always, like I said, I wanted to be in that ride or die relationship. Like I believed in that, that old school love. Like I didn't know where I would. Honestly, bro, I thought I was gonna either be dead or in jail, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. Like, and I didn't care either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but now it's like, bro, I am thankful that I'm where I am. You know what I'm saying? And not only like am I thankful I'm not in those places, but I'm just like I'm thankful that I'm not in that mindset anymore.
Yeah, because that's where it comes down to is the mindset.
Right. Yeah, and just waking up being negative every day. And I still struggle, bro, because some days I am negative Mike and nobody wants to be around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I feed into it and I keep going, and it's like I affect people around me. I have that effect. Like I could either be in a positive effect on somebody or I could be a negative effect, I feel like I could bring the worst out of you or bring the best out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
what
weird.
Is that? That's funny you said that. Even you said something before, like I'm always like kind of almost like at a tug of war, like which way you want to play. Bro, that's again, that cliche or that cartoon shit with the little devil and angel on the shoulder.
That is shit, facts, bro.
Sometimes I don't think everybody got that, bro. But that motherfuckers, both of them be loud as fuck sometimes, and I'm just like, but I do know, deep down, your gut tells you like which way you really need to be going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anytime you listen to that other side, it's just kind of like, essentially, it's just like a little giving up, like a fuck it. It always like when you do shit like that, it always has like a notion of like, man, fuck it, why I'm gonna be all positive, why I'm gonna be all good for it. You know what I mean? I even told us that the other day, like, man, this shit ain't. Sometimes it just ain't no fun. Where's the excitement? Maybe I need to stir the pot, mix some shit up. But it's like, then it always bites you in the ass too. It's like, yeah, bro, I should have just took a nap.
No, you're right, bro. And it's temptation. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I get into these modes where I kid you not, bro. Like, I'll wake up and some days I'm like, bro, I'm giving homeless people money. Like, I'm positive, right? You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to just uplift somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then other days, bro, I wake up, bro, I don't mess with nobody, bro.
Get a
I'm
fucking
not
job.
I'm not talking to nobody, bro. I hate everybody. Everybody's
Yeah.
fake, bro. I'm cutting everybody off this year. I'm
Yeah.
tired of it, bro. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Is there something that triggers it though, or is it just like you legit just like wake up and it's just like a coin toss? Like
no,
what?
most of the time there is some type of trigger, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
somebody may have done something weird or you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
instead of me um being, you know, giving people mercy and grace because we all deal with our own stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person, bro, that I take a lot of things personal.
Yeah.
Because like I always feel like, man, like how could you do that to me, bro? Like I never would have done that to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it just makes me look at people weird, like, man, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's just like, I don't know. It's like I feel like I've always been looking for a friend like me.
Oh
And
yeah.
I've always been looking for myself and other people.
Uh-huh.
But which is never gonna happen because we're all different. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But when I get let down, bro, it hurts my feelings, bro. And
Yeah.
and somebody told me this recently, and it makes perfect sense, bro. They say like when you get angry, it's a secondary emotion. Like you hurt my feelings, so really it made me sad.
Yeah.
But my reaction to being sad, it saves me from feeling sad, is getting angry.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
getting mad. And that's how I channel a lot of my problems, bro, is getting angry and mad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's crazy you said that because that is how I took some classes a while back, and I forget exactly how they worded, but essentially it was the same thing. Like a lot of our emotions do stem from other little triggers, but it does. Certain people they go to anger. A lot of people that fight have that because not everybody's a fighter. Some people
Right.
get mad and shit or whatever, but they're not or get those emotions, but it doesn't go to angry. It goes to say if somebody hurt their feelings, they go to like moping. Oh, I want people to
Right.
feel sorry for me. You know what I mean? It's like a wholly different vibe. Even though the action was the same, whatever got done to them, they're gonna be like that, or they're gonna like try and like, get people to feel sorry or whatever. But then some people it triggers, oh, you hurt my feelings. Then it goes like, oh, never. Oh, actually, you disrespect me. Actually, I'm mad. Now I'm fucking. Now I want to fight.
Right.
Everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even like, what was it? Like anything, like like jealousy, for instance. If somebody's jealous, they'll be like, one person might be like, man, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of him and his girl, but I'm gonna try to take his girl. You know what I mean? That's one action.
It's like a lot of the way we act and the things that we do is like insecurity sometimes.
Yeah, that too.
You know?
For sure. And even insecurity can turn into anger. Like I'm insecure, so instead of being like, oh shit, this is weird, I'm gonna leave. I think someone's gonna take my girl. I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna have some drinks and I'm gonna fight this dude that's looking at her. Some other guy might be like, you know what? I'm gonna leave. Maybe I'm not good enough for this girl. Like it's people move in different ways, even though it's a reaction to the same.
That's
fucking
crazy
thing.
that you say that, bro, because it's true, bro. And like a lot of the people, like you could have some type of goal and dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, yeah, I want to do this and do that, and they're like, bro, you can't do that or whatever. But really, they can't see themselves doing that.
Yeah.
So they can't even understand in their mind how you could even think that you could do that. You know what I'm saying? It's their insecurity that they can't do it, so they just project that onto other people. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You said something earlier when you were just talking about like just how people act and everything, and like essentially kind of like let you down in certain ways, right? Because I went through that a lot too, and what I always go back to is just like for one, a big sense of like empathy for that person, and also two, like human nature. Some of the shit that we're talking about is legit human nature, like that one you just said right now, where the person they kind of throwing shade on maybe something you want to do because they're fear and they're insecure, they're scared that because they can't do it, they can't fathom it. So it's like a human nature thing. Like for human things that they can't do something, to try and do it is scary. You know what I mean? We're meant to, and then being scary is almost like a danger. It's like a danger to them, right? And so back in the caveman days or whatever, our primal mind, we're supposed to go away from danger. So that's
like a fight or flight.
Yeah, the fight or flight shit. So a lot of the stuff that we think is like, oh man, they just throwing shade. Nah, bro, they just scared and they don't want to. You know what I mean? They don't. They're going away from it. They're fleeing from it. Therefore, they think you should flee from it. So it's not necessarily
Bro,
like if
that's
you could
crazy
spin, you
that
know what I'm
you say
saying?
that. And it's crazy you say that, right? Because fighting, like physically fighting, is scary, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And for somebody who chooses to put themselves in that every day, like day in and day out, like we're geared mentally to face that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, and I just had this realization after you said that maybe certain things that my mind I face that people avoid, and I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because they
Mm-hmm.
may be afraid of something, and I may be afraid too, but
Mm-hmm.
I face it and they don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but
Just react different, you
yeah,
know?
but yeah, I'm trying to get to the point where I do like not take things so personal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe bro just got a lot going on at home. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
yeah.
I'm just the person they took it out on
You
today.
never know what's
You
going
know?
on between somebody's ears, bro. Like you never know. That's why I said the first one was like empathy. Like if somebody's acting like a bitch or whatever, or an asshole, almost being like, damn, I wonder. It sounds crazy because when you're in the smoke and you're in it, you're like, man, fuck this guy. Like, you know. But if you take a second to really think about it, like, who knows what's going on with him? This fool didn't wake up just wanting to be. Nobody just wakes up wanting to be an asshole. It's
Right.
something. They might not
Something's
even be
causing, yeah.
cognizant of it. We might not know about it, but there's something in there that's eating at them. And if you could just look at it like that, I do that a lot. I do that a lot where I look at the person's actions and I'm like, you know what? There's a reason. There's a reason this woman is especially when I watch social media, all these people acting crazy. A lot of times I'm like, bro, that shit ain't even funny because there's something going on in that person that's making them act that way. You know
Right.
what I mean? And I'm pretty sure if whatever happened to them,
That's
if
crazy.
it happened to us, we'd probably be doing the same shit. We just don't know what it is, you know?
You know what's crazy too, bro, is like some of the closest people that I am cool with today, like when I first met them, I'm like, I don't like this person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this person thinks whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you talk to people, bro, and it's just like, I have problems with certain people. I don't like this person. This person's me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh
Like,
for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's weird, bro. Like, a
Yeah.
lot of people that you don't like or whatever, you'll have problems with, bro. Like, when you get to know that person,
Mm-hmm.
you don't like the way they're acting, but, bro, you're the same person. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Y'all just met your
Yeah, now it's
match.
just ego. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I had to like really sit back and get away from that, bro, and just like I said, like I know you're acting this way, bro, because you just need some love, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yep, yep. That's real shit. And the more you learn about that stuff, and the more we kind of like, I guess you could say, like, have some humility in it, and be like, damn, we just two fighting motherfuckers. You almost can laugh. It's almost funny, bro.
Right.
It's almost funny how ignorant we just move around and we reacting to shit without even thinking. Because then when you think about it, it's like silly. Like, bro, what were you even fighting for, bro? I don't want to fight. You don't want to fight. Like,
It's crazy because
you know.
I see like grown men that like still are in that mindset, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm just like, and I'm young. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I feel like I've learned a lot in life, but I also feel like I have the mindset of like being like I feel like life is just one big journey full of lessons, bro.
Yeah, for
And will
sure.
teach you if you look for it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I try to learn a lot, like through experiences. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I just see certain people like that are way older than me, bro. Like, and I'm just like, when are you gonna grow up, bro? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how are you still that old and still in that mindset? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, for sure. We're definitely blessed, bro. That's like when I said before, do you ever feel like jobs like ours, like we're in a pretty good, a really dope position. We could either look at it like, oh man, this is draining or this and that, or we could look at it as this is actually a dope position to be in because we get to learn this game of life through all these people on a daily. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I said, I'll just be like collecting data because I'm just like, oh, okay, this is how women do this and do that, and that's how men react. And then it's just like the more we figure out like what makes people tick, the more we can kind of navigate it. You feel me? And then you do start moving like way different, way more confident, way more chill and relaxed, not so reactive or whatever. And then you can sit back and because I notice it a lot. when I get around like you saying these people like that really it hasn't clicked yet, or they don't really move that way yet. I'm just like, damn. It's like no, it becomes so clear why their life does this and this
Right.
happens to them, because it's like, bro, you they don't even see it. And then but at the same
Yeah.
time, having the empathy, like they don't see it because whatever reason, it don't even matter. But the fact is, they're not seeing it, and I can't fault them because we were all in positions and years, but
Because
we
there
didn't
was a
see
time
it.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't see it either. You know,
Right.
they just ain't learned the language yet. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of try to look at it.
And what was I just gonna say? Um, and you don't have to necessarily learn from your mistakes, bro. Like you could learn from other people's mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see somebody fall and just be like, oh, okay, like don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, but me, I feel like I'm hard headed, bro. Like you could tell me not to do something, I'm like I don't know, like let me find out for myself. You
Yeah.
know?
A lot of us are like that. Yeah. With certain stuff too. You know what I mean? I've had conversations with my son about that, like, because he's at that age where you can get in and go down this road and that road or whatever. And I try to share a lot of stories with him and try to alleviate him even having to go through that. But then sometimes I'm like, man, he actually probably gonna have to fall and get, go through some of these things himself. But then sometimes I'm just like, nah, bro, like if you
Like you
just,
don't have to.
yeah, I was just telling the other day, I was like, bro, I'm about to just take her around because I don't think you really feeling it. Like I'm just telling you, it's just words, but I want you to come face to face with like that with people that are in the position of with the mindset that he seems to be having right now. You know what I mean? Like we'll go talk to some homeless people. Let's go talk to some people that done got shot up and stabbed up and all that, and ask them like really how that shit plays out, so you can
Like, do you
really
want to? Is this
feel
what
it,
you really
bro.
want? Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's sometimes you just gotta like witness it, and sometimes you really do just have to go through it a little bit. And my hope is he doesn't have to like go through it so much and keep going like a fucking what is them ping pong machines and
Right.
shit, just keep getting hit and bounced around. Because I honestly feel like talking about analogies about life, you was talking about boxing. I think that shit is about like this ping pong is like life. You feel me? Like if we don't understand the rules and all that, we just gonna keep bouncing off this shit like for a hella long until we finally found the way down or whatever. Like because yeah, you have to learn from it. You know what I mean? Like you said, sometimes you feel like you keep going through the same shit. Maybe it's some lesson
That's
you're
ain't
trying to
learning.
learn, and
Right.
I honestly think it is probably something like that.
And like whenever I'm going through something, I'll sit back and pray. Like I said, like, all right, God, I know you're trying to teach me something. Like, let me not be hard headed. Just help me learn this as quick as possible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not stuck in this. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's difficult because sometimes, you know, when you're not in the mindset to I'm not trying to say that everything I do is right or nothing like that. Like when I tell people like, look, this is what happened to me. I'm just giving you what my experiences were and what worked for me, bro. Whatever you do with the information is on you. You know what I'm saying? Like
not everybody gonna become a boxer.
yeah, you know
like,
what I'm saying? And not, you know, and I get not everybody believes in God, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, bro, like I did not want to hear about God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so I get that, you know? And a lot of the time when people talk to me about their problems, I always resort to that because, like I said, I'm just saying, hey, this is what got me through it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you my experience. You know what I'm saying? If you value and trust my opinion, you know, whatever you do with that, it's on you, bro. I'm just telling you, you know how I am. You know what I'm saying? We have a close relationship. I'm just telling you what worked for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I truly believe that whatever people are going through, that God will get them through it, or you know what I'm saying? And you'll find happiness through that. And you know, and it's like I don't want to throw it down people's throats, but at the same time, it's like
yeah, there's something to it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
because it's a similar story. A lot of people have like got into religion and then they like kind of switched. You know what I mean? I can name hella people's. You know,
right,
same thing.
and it's one of them things, bro. It's like there's nothing I could sit here and talk to you about it all day, right? There's nothing I could say that's gonna convince you. There's nothing that nobody could have said that was gonna convince me. It's something that you go through that you'll have a moment where it's like, I can never deny this again. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, bro. Is you know, it says in the Bible too. It says when you search for me, you'll find me. You know what I'm saying? And I was searching, bro, and I felt when I found God, I had the most happiness I ever had in my whole life, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that tug, like we talked about, that never goes away. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, that's real, bro.
I feel like that shit gets damn near deep,
it
like
does,
stronger, bro.
It does.
Now, whatever devil, whatever you want to label it as, he's like, oh fuck, I'm losing them. Like he's going
bro,
to.
That's a fact,
I need
bro.
him. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when I feel like I have the potential to be really great or really bad. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
fuck that middle ground.
Yeah, you know, and I straddle that fence, bro.
Yeah.
I'm being transparent. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm either all the way over here or I'm all the way down here. You know what I'm saying? And it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and it's like I don't want to be like that, bro, because I'm tired of the roller coaster of emotions, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm tired of, and not only that, it's like, how do I go around talking about this, right?
The hypocrite, you don't want to be no hypocrite out
right.
here.
And it's like, you know, I people need to understand it's not about being perfect, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's about being imperfect and giving me to somebody that can make me better. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I just don't want to be like that no more, bro. And I'm just open and real with what I struggle with because maybe somebody else will connect with it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what the big part of this show is about. You feel me? Like I said when you first got here, like I wanted, like, the main criteria for even somebody coming in here is just like I just want real people to talk about real shit, because at the end of the day, everybody goes through shit. I would even want to say everybody to a certain extent is actually going through shit. Facts. You know what I mean?
Every day.
But like when I would look on my phone and watch social media and watch all these videos and shit, I just definitely wasn't seeing that. You know what I mean? And not that I needed to make something where everybody goes and talks about their problems, but I just want to know
there's power in that.
Yeah, there's power in that, and I want people to see that this is like a little ebb and flow of just up and down. You know what I mean? Like even when you were saying that, it reminded me, boy, I was in some AA classes, right, because of some court appointed stuff back in the day, and I remember hearing people's like testimonies and shit, and I was just sitting back and I was like, man, like I don't know if this just applies to everybody or just applies to, like, you know, maybe addictive personality people or extreme people or whatever that would actually find themselves in a meeting like that or whatever. But like there was definitely a trend of up and down. You know what I mean? There had people talking about, you know, between this year and this year, I was homeless and this and that. And then I got clean. I got in the program. I got my degree. Then I was teaching at this university, and then I was up. Then my sponsor died, and my uncle died, whatever, and I fell off the wagon. I went back down. Like I was just sitting back. I was like, wow. I was like, it's in a weird way. I was almost like, I don't even know what I would even prefer. Would I prefer to just be like going through life, whatever, or
the highs
is that the cost of that you have to pay to even see those heights?
Right.
Look at every person.
That's crazy, huh?
That has done some dope ass shit. Even like a celebrity that's reached a high point or whatever. They all got some crazy ass stories, bro.
Right.
And I just think that's kind of almost, I talked about it on one episode. It's like that's the tax that we pay. You know what I mean? Like for instance, for you, like almost in a weird way, it's like, who do you think you are to get like marry your best friend, you know, be hella cool with her family, have him be your trainer, be able to box, be able to have this career where you share with people, and everything is just gonna be smooth. It's like, nah, bro, you gotta pay your tax.
Sometimes,
you know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy you say that, bro, because I'm going through that now, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you say, you can't enjoy the sunny days without the rain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's necessarily why or what it is. Like, you had to go through the darkness to appreciate the good things. You know what I'm saying? I believe that.
I think it is.
But a lot of the times too, it's like if you have a great purpose and you're chasing something great, it's like, how bad do you want it?
Yep. And people and things, there's energies or whatever that's gonna try to keep you from that.
Right.
Like if it was just easy and everybody was just, oh man, life is doing good, everybody would be like this. It's the times where it gets rocky that people say, fuck it and give in. That's when they go down. The people at the top are the people that are actually, I don't even want to say top, but even just like achieving what they want to do and having like a life that they want, you have to go through some hurdles. Like with nothing's free, ain't no free lunch type shit. And I think that's what really life is, bro. It's just like a game, and it's the more we kind of share with each other and kind of talk and learn and all this stuff, we can kind of like almost kind of weather those storms a little better. You know what I mean? Without that, that's why I have a real kind of like I don't want to say a love hate relationship, but like even with like different substances and shit, I feel like you can only move or excel so much when you're like numb. You know what I mean? When you're dumbed down, you feel me? That's why like my thing right now is just like trying to take shit to the chin, even when shit's fucked up. Try and take even when I like when I'm like stressed or whatever. I know a coffee or something is gonna like kind of dumb me out and mellow me out. I even have trouble doing that because I'm like, fuck, I know I'm still lightweight giving in, but it's better to give in with a cup of coffee than, with a bottle of whatever. So I've kind of been on that hype, just taking shit to the chin, bro.
And that's facts, bro. Like, I remember, like, I messed around with certain things, bro. Like, I popped pills before. I sipped cough syrup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
whatever. My thing was weed, bro. I was a huge weed smoker. And you talk to anybody who smokes weed, bro, they'll tell you, oh, it helps my anxiety. It helps, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, right?
Yeah.
And maybe it does.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But, like, I had to really sit back and think. I'm like, why am I smoking, bro?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I was trying to run away from my own thoughts and my problems, and you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
And to me, if like when I smoked weed, it would take my mind. I would focus on one thing, right? Like if I was high and I listened to some music, I'd be like, bro, this is the rawest song I ever heard. You know what I'm saying? And I would be thinking about that, and it would take my mind off of all my problems. You know what I'm saying? And I came to that realization, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm running from everything. Like,
and the fight. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but like, I would think the fighter in you would have a problem with that.
Exactly,
because
bro.
Because it's like I'm not
like
fighting.
That's weak. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's crazy, bro. Like, in my heart and my mind, it's like physically, it's like I'll fight whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the fighter mentality. Yeah, whoever, whenever, like. But when something goes wrong, like in life, I feel like I just crumble sometimes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, what am I doing, bro? Like, it's the, to my belief, I feel like the enemy just gets in my head. You know what I'm saying? And it's a spiritual warfare, like you said, bro. Is that nah? You can't do it, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's right there. Like. And it's just so many things in life, bro. It's just like even going back to the people, like, man, you knew they were fake the whole time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might as well just fight them, bro. Get on them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, Mike. Like, bro, he's just, you know what I'm saying? Give him some grace. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
fucking like psychological punches or emotional punches, bro.
Yeah, it is.
That might even be a way for you to like battle that. Be like, you know what? Hold on, let me think about this. Let me enter this psychological fight right now. You know what I mean? And address it as if you was hopping into a physical ring with somebody. That might actually be the little trick for you to kind of like help. You know what? I'm not gonna be in a bad mood. Fuck that shit. I got my wife, right? I just woke up next to my wife. I got, whatever, 10 people that's willing to pay me for my time cutting their hair, and then I get to train. Why am I gonna be mad? Like, you know what I mean? Look at it as a fight. If that might be a thing.
Because like a lot of the times too, like I learned, like, don't ever make a decision when you're mad.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I do that a lot. Like if something happens like right now, in the moment, I'm gonna be like, F him, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if I ever talk to this person ever again, like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like just straight crash out. I don't care about nothing, like old Mike, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then my heart today, I'm gonna regret that in a week, bro. Man, bro, I shouldn't even have did that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because even though you won the fight physically, you lost the fight mentally.
Right, and it's just like, and screw the fighting, bro. It's just like, are you really willing to lose somebody that you care about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a huge believer in today, like, if you got a problem with somebody that you genuinely love, and it's really not like a life changing fallout problem or something, like, bro, go sit down and talk to that person, bro.
Oh, a lot of shit is just one conversation away from being cool.
Me and you are mad at each other, right? You know what I'm saying? Hypothetically, we're brothers or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Me and you, we just got too much pride to give in. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you could even be wrong, or I could even be wrong, and you come to me, Mike, bro. You know what I'm saying? What we're arguing over ain't nothing, bro.
Yeah.
I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm way more into that mindset today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still struggle, like I said, with the old thoughts and whatever, but when I calm down and I'm thinking clearly, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, this ain't worth it, bro. If that person, God forbid, died tomorrow, like, we were just mad because we got into an argument over whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's not worth it, bro. Like, life's too short, bro.
It is. It's too short, and it's sad to see a lot of people kind of walk that walk and like fall out, and then years go by, they don't even talk or whatever, and then what happens? Like, sometimes a family member passes and they have to go to the same funeral. They have a couple of drinks.
Right.
They either get into it or sometimes they do be like, man, fuck it. I'm sorry. I miss you. And they end up talking and working it out. All those years, bro, like of experiences of going to do this with each other and doing that, whatever, was basically taken away all because you was in the smoke. You couldn't see that, like, oh, let's just have a conversation. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's sad because people don't really have the words. That's a skill, bro. It's a skill to be able to calm down and also articulate how you feel.
That's tough.
You know what I mean? And that's why another reason I like to do this shit, because then it could see like somebody's probably watching this shit somewhere, and they're gonna be like, damn, these little motherfuckers is really talking, bro. They talking like they grown and hella old or something. But no, it's just I feel like we went through shit, but we just, something in us made us like sit with it and actually try to learn from it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what kind of can make you move in a way more, just wiser way. You feel me? Where we both could be as ignorant as shit as when we was 15, if we wanted to. It was great. That was the easy route. You know what I mean? But the shit we're doing is hard, but it's paying off.
It is so much easier to do the wrong thing.
Hell
you know what I'm saying? Like,
that'd be what my voice tells me. My little devil, he'd be like, bro, this is hard, bro. Don't you want to just go do this? It'd be easy as fuck.
And like you said, like, it could be one conversation, like, away from fixing something. Like me and my wife, bro, we argue like any other, you know what I'm saying? It's difficult being married, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who's married will tell you it's hard. It's probably one of the hardest things that you ever do. You know what I'm saying? And what we believe in marriage is you're creating, it's where two flesh become one. You know what I'm saying? And everything we do is, as one, like with God. Like, we had at our ceremony, at our wedding, we did like this thing, just kind of give like people a visual representation of what like the marriage means to us. It was a board that had 3 strands, right? It represented me, her, and God. And you braid it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Tight. And it shows like, what it is. It's a lifelong commitment, like real, like what the vows and everything means. Like, it's not like, oh, till death do us part. Like, we truly believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like, divorce and all that, that's not even a question in our mind. You know what I'm saying? But saying that, to go back to what I was saying, we've always made a promise to each other that we'll never go to sleep mad at each other, bro.
That's a good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we may go some hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just go walk around for 20 minutes. I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and every day, bro. Like, if we have a problem, like, we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the communication and understanding people's like the way they receive things. The hardest thing for me to ever learn was to like consider somebody else's feelings.
Yeah.
Because to me, it was like, nah, I feel this way. Whatever, I don't care what you're saying. This is how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you get to a point where you genuinely care what I'm doing, how it's affecting that person, you know what I'm saying? When you think of it like that, that's when you're able to work through certain things, because you're caring. Like, if I guarantee, bro, if you ask a lot of people why they break up and get divorced, they'll be like, somebody was being selfish or my feelings were never heard, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's hard to.
It's always about them.
Yeah,
It's, like,
it's always about them.
I wasn't
like,
fulfilled, or I wasn't.
no, this is what I wanted.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, but what about what they wanted? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a compromise, bro. Like, you're gonna compromise no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, like, they talk about people's love languages, right? I'm a words of affirmation guy. I learned that through whatever. I learned that. I like when people.
That shit's dope. I like that love language stuff.
Yeah, but it's real, bro. Like, words hit deep for me. You know what I'm saying? I think that's another thing why I take it personal when people say things to me or whatever. Because to me, when I tell people something, like if I'm giving you a genuine compliment, bro, like, oh, I think you're a good person, whatever I'm saying, I truly in my heart believe that. And you know what I'm saying? So, like, I like when my girl will compliment me or tell me I'm a good man, or, thank you for making me feel safe, or whatever it is, right? She is a quality time physical touch. Like, she'll want me to be cuddling her, or, you know what I'm saying, and just spending time watching a movie. Like, for me, bro, I'm good enough. We could be kicking it. We don't have to say 2 words for 3 hours, bro. I'll be on my phone, you doing your thing. I'm cool just being in your presence. You make me feel like I'm at home. No, bro, she wants to be,
See, that's so interesting, because I'm kind of probably more on her side of it, because I struggle with that too. Like, if we ain't connecting, this ain't even gotta be a relationship. This is just a life thing. Like, even with my clients or whatever, that's why sometimes I struggle when people do, like, every now and then cats will come in like hella high, right? Hella closed off and just kind of in their own world.
Just killing it.
I just like, well, I know how this session is, so I just zone out. And then I go into my own world. My headphones, I just knock out the tag. It is what it is. But I do feel a way, because I would rather connect with you and have some sort of conversation, at least before the tag, like some sort of connection. So it's very interesting, and that's why I really like that love language stuff, because everybody has their different ones. You know what I mean? Right. So how do you guys deal with that?
Compromise, bro. Yeah. And that's always, I feel like sometimes that was like an issue for us, right? Because I'm present, but I'm not present sometimes. I'm like an overthinker type of person. Like, we'll be sitting here watching a TV show, and I'm thinking about all the whatever I got to do tomorrow, or the issue I got with so and so, or you know what I mean. I can't shut my head off sometimes, and it's just like, hello, like, I'm right here, and I'm like, okay. So sometimes you got to dedicate time, like, maybe make one day out of the week, like, this is our designated day, like,
little tricks.
Yeah, like Sundays are our day. Our little nickname, we call it, she always called me Sugar. That was like my nickname, so she calls it Sugar Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever,
that.
Yeah. But Sundays.
But at the end of the day, those little things like that.
Yeah.
Heaven forbid something happens or whatever, and you guys, that's the kind of shit that you're gonna be like, damn, I wish I had a Sugar Sunday right now. Like, people laugh at those things, but I'm telling you, the little last things, bro, is the shit that really sticks with you.
And she's like that. Like, she's real intentional with things. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I never was really like that. Like I said, bro, we could kick it for 6 hours, bro. We won't even got to talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I learned to give her that, like, attention. You know what I'm saying?
Do you ever think about, like, if your words of affirmation, do you ever think about what it takes to get words of affirmation? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I learned to do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't just like come out of nowhere. Like, you have to do those things, or even the stuff that you like to get, the things that you like to hear her say. Like, why does she say that? Yeah. Why does she say
that's
that?
Real, bro.
Why does she even call you Sugar? You know what I mean?
Right.
Did you do something sweet to her one day? That kind of stuff.
Exactly. No, that's real too, bro. Like, I mean, I would be like delusional to just think I'm not like overly where I want to be showered in compliments. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you like even little things, like if I did something for her just to make her day easier in some way, picked up something for her, whatever. It's just like, hey, like, thank you for doing that. Like, I really appreciate it. Like, acknowledging me doing that would make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know where that really stems from, but that's just, I guess that's my love language, you know?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of men are like that because I'm the kind of the same way, but I think it's almost deep down. It's letting us know that we're doing something. We're doing a good job here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Like feeling
I know
appreciated.
there are
Like,
men out there that probably what is it, acts like gifts, like and
yeah.
stuff like that. There probably is some men that like wants gifts, but like I don't. It'd be hard to. I don't know where that would stem from, but like a person like gifting me something is really cool. But I think I'm more of a almost like yeah, like a little dog or something. Good boy, this is that. Like I need to
Right.
have that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
But you know what is crazy though? I'm glad we're on the topic because this could help people's relationships because if you don't understand your partner's love language,
Yeah.
that's how they receive love.
Yeah.
So if I'm a words guy, right, and I'm showering her with words,
Yeah.
but she doesn't, that's not how she receives love.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm loving on
Right.
her, but she's not receiving it as that. Or you know what I'm saying? Or I've seen vice versa where like I think another one's like acts of service or
Yeah,
like
acts of
gifts.
service.
And I know guys who will just flood their girls with gifts. I'm buying you this bag, this, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to show her that I love her.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, she wants you to go spend some quality time with her. She don't care about them gifts. You know what I'm Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's about understanding how they receive love. You know what I'm saying? Like, so by me giving my wife quality time, you know, FaceTime, talking to her, whatever, like, that's how she receives love. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you learn vice versa. So you make your person feel loved. You know what I'm saying? And I think that could help a lot of people, bro. Is just understanding how each other receives love. Because you may think you're showing them love, but they're just not necessarily taking it like that, you know?
Yep. Speaking of the wrong language to each other, man. That is a trip. And you'll see it once you get like when you really start understanding it, you can see like, damn, there's something's off with them. And what happens is it causes like you know, resentment and irritation because you're not getting fed how you want. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, you know, just like anything. It's just like your own body. You know what I mean? Your body needs whatever, proteins and this and that, but you feeding it all some other shit, thinking you're getting fed. Well, whatever you're eating all fast food, you're not really getting fed. You know what I mean? Because then you're hungry again an hour later. It's literally like just simply like that. You know?
And I feel like a lot of people nowadays, like with the social media thing, they can make it look like they're just living this perfect false
shit
reality.
Is wild. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just watching your podcast, bro, and you said you never seen nobody have like true love.
Yeah.
And to me, bro, that was like, bro, that's sad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because like you know, me and my girl, that's like a huge thing that we've talked about, right? Like we've never had a marriage around us, so we're like, we want to be like them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's our goal. Like we want our kids to be like, I want a marriage like mom and dad's. You know what I'm saying? And going into it with that mindset is like, it's a lot of work breaking the generational curses from this and that. And you know what I'm saying? Because you'll do things that you don't even realize you're doing is trauma from things that you've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, hold on, I'm turning into what we said it wasn't gonna be, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like I true love is out there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe it is too, and I think it's just very rare. You know what I mean? Even when I said that in the thing, I think my friend mentioned something about. I think it was like Big Sean and what's it? Janae Aiko, right? And even right then, I was just I didn't even I watched it again. I was like, man, I should have said something because that's still something through the screen. You know what I mean? It's a representation of something. Right. I'm talking about face to face. I know I could go to their house right now and feel it. Like, oh shit, man, these people are really in love. I can post pictures and make everybody think, oh man, he finally found the one. That's easy to do, to portray something. You know, I want to see like real, live and direct. You know what I mean? And I understand, like you even said, it's hard. You feel me? Nothing's gonna be perfect, but yeah, still, like I never. Like, I guess I just never been around a lot of relationships to where I was like, not that necessarily I want to be just like them, but like I even want to play that game. Like I don't even want to. That game don't seem fun at all. You know what I mean? So, but lately, I think it's just I think it's a lot of just perspective too. You feel me? Look at how I'm looking at it. And sometimes maybe I found myself maybe I'm saying that because I don't even. It's hard, and I don't even want to do no hard shit. Like I said before, it's easy
It's
to
a
just
task,
mess around and do this and that.
right?
That's easy shit. You know?
But I feel like too, bro, that people need to realize is you want this. I'm not saying you. I'm saying anybody in particular. Let's say you want a ride or die person, right? You know what I'm saying? I want that, but it's like you're never gonna attract that if you're out here doing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you
Yeah.
gotta be complete, and you're never gonna not complete. That's not the right word. Like you need to be in like the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To offer that to you're never gonna get blessed with that if you're not doing your part too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just like it's like a false reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like
Wilding out, thinking, "Oh, I want to Miss Charmin or Mr. Charmin or Miss whatever."
yeah, and it's like to me, bro. And I always like I'm a huge person. Like I never respected like people who cheat and stuff. Like
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and to me, like my perspective on that was like, okay, you're claiming that you love this person, right? This
Mm-hmm.
person means the most to you over everybody. Like if you'll betray them, like like in that way, like what would you do to me? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
For
I always
sure.
and I always thought about it like that. And like I'm huge on like loyalty and all of that because like to me, like marriage and relationships and sex and all that, to me, all that means something, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even like I don't know if you've experienced this, but like, messing around with females or whatever, like if there's nothing there, bro, it's nothing to me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a It's just like an activity, bro. It's not. It's not. It's what is it like for shits and giggles? Like it
Right.
literally is like that, bro. It's just
Yeah.
like whatever.
And
Like
it's like they talk about you're not supposed to have sex till you're married, right? I'm
yeah.
sure you've heard that
Uh
before.
huh.
I learned that and I understand that because when you take sexual stuff away from a relationship,
Yeah.
you will know if you genuinely connect with this person or if it's just a lustful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't have sex with somebody, if somebody you met right now said, "Look, we're not gonna have sex till we're married," you take that out, all of that. I'm telling you, bro, you will know if you and this person are compatible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because sex blinds you. You know
For
what
sure,
I mean? I
bro.
just had somebody telling me their friend or something was oh she's stigmatized right now, this and that. And we laughed about it because I was like, I know what you're talking about. That's a thing.
It
Like
is, bro.
especially if you have an unprotected sex, you're transferring things and then women are like opening up like physically and emotionally opening up to
Soul
you.
ties,
Yeah,
bro.
all that soul tie shit.
Yep.
And the cold part is a lot of men, bro, they almost weaponize that. Vice versa too. Women will do the same thing, but it's like it does get cloudy because then you know how many young relationships you see where the girl want to run away with the boy, this and that, and anybody in their right mind can see this is not a good situation. That you guys aren't good together. This guy is not he's not ready to do this and that, but yet you're ready to throw your whole family away to run off with this boy.
Right.
It's like because it does shit to your mental
Because
for sure.
because like you may be sexually compatible with somebody, right? And it blinds you to everything else.
Yeah.
You probably hate this person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
mhm.
you guys will argue and everything, or what, and then it's like if your sex is good, then well, there's something there. Like no, bro, that's lust. Like what I believe is, sex is created to be an intimate and it's your way to show your intimacy between your wife and husband. You know what I'm saying? It's created to be something special. You know what I'm saying? But in the world we live in, it's so freely. You know what I'm saying? One night stands, bro. You know what I'm saying? Guys running through females. Vice versa. It's like we just made this whole thing like it just numb. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean nothing. It's like it's in my perspective of the world today, bro. I feel like we're slowly just stripping the morals away from everything, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Just the
there's nothing means nothing no more.
The essence of everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Everything is fast. Everything fast fashion, fast fucking, fast friends, fast media, fast information coming in. It's too fast. That's what to sum it all up for the world right now for me is like we got too big for our britches type shit. You know what I'm saying? We doing too much that we ain't designed for, and you're seeing the effects of it, bro. It's where everybody's all, shit, all kinds of weird. The amount of weird shit that's come to surface in the last like even 5 years, like all these people, whatever, identifying as dogs and cats and
Bro.
just crazy, all these little things. It's all a product of all of that kind of stuff that we're talking about.
And it's like,
True.
to me, bro, that's all like evil, demonic stuff to me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm sure I'm gonna offend somebody, whatever.
That's good.
I'm just standing on what I believe in, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I'm sitting back watching the world, like all these females sexualize themselves, right? Now all these young girls want to dress like this celebrity, do this and do that. Oh, these people are in a throuple. Oh, okay, gay marriage. It's all like this new stuff that's like, I feel like it's robbing of what life is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And you get on social media, oh, there's been a shooting here, or somebody died here, this person got robbed, this person was kidnapped. Everything advertised nowadays is evil, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's sad, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a very distracting. The vibe to me is just like it's very distracting from what we really need to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or what's a benefit to us? We're all just distracted by all this stimulation. You know what I mean? And I think that's what even makes it harder. Like I said before, like man, I ain't never really seen no marriage or whatever. It's because it's like how you gonna see it with all this fucking static going around. You know
Yeah,
what I
because
mean?
how many
You have
people
to,
are
like,
taking it serious,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. You really gotta comb through it to be like, oh shit, I think I seen one. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, man, it's a trip, bro. It's a trip. So that's why I say I think even again, like the fact that you have some money and you've had the journey you've had so far and you had that, it's almost more reason to like kind of covet that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit. I heard a lot of people even say like sometimes even if their shit ain't the best, they'll say like, man, we're just staying together because whatever, even our shit's fucked up, we know the other shit's even more. They kind
Right.
of have that kind of vibe around it. But like I said, to each his own, and whatever. Everybody's just trying to figure shit out, really. But,
Yeah. And going back to like the social media thing, like you hear people say like, I need a social media detox. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah,
Like,
oh yeah,
you detox from things that are,
harmful.
yeah,
To
you get what I'm
know I
saying?
mean?
Like,
yeah,
bro, if you just go out and like for me, bro, if I went on a hike somewhere and I'm just in nature and it's quiet and everything, like I feel happy.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And then have you ever been out like something like that? Then
oh
you
yeah.
feel like man, bro, I just appreciate the breeze, and you start like being in tune with just things that you're not paying attention to on a
Yeah.
daily basis.
It's amazing how doing that, something as simple as walking outside your door and walking a few feet and just standing in the grass or whatever, anywhere in nature, how that is so fulfilling. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like we're so choked off from what where we're really supposed to be in shit because we're all in this other place, in the other world, and doing all this other shit. That something that simple is like, oh my god, I'm grounding myself. I'm doing all this. Mother, that's just what we're supposed to do, but we so far removed from it that it seems like
That's
you know what I mean, like an amazing thing. You know what I mean?
right.
Ain't that a
But that's
trip?
what I'm tripping off of, bro. Is people
Yeah.
are like you take pride in eating organic food, like
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
that's what we're
Another
supposed
one.
to be eating, bro. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like, or like you going back to social media thing, you may go and see somebody's highlight reel of their life, right? And you're like,
Uh-huh.
man, bro, they got it all figured out, bro. They're way ahead of me, bro. My life sucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
Yeah.
you gotta just get away from that sometimes, and like I said, bro, go out and just enjoy like life, bro, for what it's created to be. You know,
The simple shit, man. The simple stuff, and that's kind of like really what I battle. Going back to the social media stuff is like I just feel like it's gotten very noisy. You know what I'm saying? And as like self-employed people, like I feel like we're like forced to play the game, to be out there and to be doing this and doing all that. And that's where I have like I struggle with it. You know what I mean? Which is crazy because like I'm a creative, like a creative person, so I should be like juiced to be like, oh shit, I want to record it and do it this way, do it. But the simple fact that like I feel like I have to do it,
right?
that kind of like bugs me a little bit. So with the social media stuff, I've kind of just been like, well, if I have to play this game, at least I'm gonna play it how I want to play it. You know what I'm saying? To where that's why like I'm gonna make a show where we talk about real shit. If I need to be on here creating content, I want to make content that I think is gonna like help somebody or actually some shit that I would actually like to watch instead of stepping outside of my frame and trying to make, you know, whatever, just entertain people. Just there's so much of that shit, you know.
Right.
So that's what this is. It's kind of like me trying to play the game, but like play it in the way I want to play. You know what I mean?
And I respect it, bro, because like being in the world of social media where everything is fake, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you get on this and you know you're having real genuine conversation with people, you know, being authentic, bro. Like the brand, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to me, like if two people watch this, bro, and I impacted some type of positive way,
for sure,
that means more to me than me being on some whatever, you know what I'm saying, podcast and making money or whatever that people do it for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, I find more value in that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's why with this, it's so crazy you said it because that's what I've told myself. I was like, bro, even one person writes in like, oh, bro, I really needed to hear that. Like that's it. That's all it is. You
Like,
feel me? And that
I'm
goes
fulfilling my purpose.
Exactly, and that's what goes into the aesthetics. Like we ain't doing a bunch of lighting, a bunch of crazy all this intro. You know, I'm not making it so hard to where it's like, oh fuck, I wasn't able to do it because I didn't have time. Like no, I want it to be efficient. Just put it out because it's the words that are the importance. You feel me? It's not all the yada yada whatever. You know, all the bells and whistles and shit.
Right.
So yeah, that hit the nail on the head right there for sure. That's kind of what I wanted to do it for. So man, that's dope, bro. Yep. I think that's a good wrap up right there.
Yeah,
we can wrap it up
good.
right there.
I know we had a good conversation, bro. I appreciate you having me on. You know what I'm saying? And
definitely.
It's you know, sometimes it's good to talk.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Get some things off your chest or whatever. But
definitely
appreciate you,
I want to do it again. I want to do it again. I want to like maybe let's like even some of the stuff we talked about, bro. Like as far as like when you get in those moments, like actually, oh, let me have this fight in my head real quick. Let me like start straight because I want to see if we can. My hope for a lot of these conversations is if we can come up with some tactical or some like actually things that we can utilize, apply and shit to where we can actually like come back and be like, you know what, I tried that, bro. That shit actually worked. Yeah. So people could be like, oh shit, these motherfuckers, we're watching them work through it. You know what I mean?
Like that, yeah. It's almost like a. I'm not gonna call it a therapy session, but you know what I'm saying. We're figuring out things that you may teach me something that you learn that helps you. That man, I like that, bro. Let me try that. You know what I'm saying? That worked for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that's good, bro. And it would be cool even to like. Yeah, I don't know if have you seen podcasts where it'll be like two people and like like two different personalities. People will be talking about stuff like that. That's cool too. Just hear different perspectives and all that kind of stuff.
For sure. No, I'm down with that. I've gotten a few feedbacks and ideas. So like I said, I'm down for whatever, bro. Like I'm ready to turn this on and talk about. I'm sure I'll start doing it on different locations and different people and stuff like that. I'm just wherever the wind takes me. You feel me? As long as motherfuckers is real, I'm with it. So. We're going to get it going.
For sure, bro.
Appreciate it, Mike. Man. Yes, sir.
I got to take a leak, bro.
Yep. Oh. Let's see. I was like, my boy was holding that, huh?
I was, bro. I ain't going to lie.